Breathe. Keep your body where it is. We're just watching matter do its thing. No people, no tools, no buildings, no trucks. Only atoms, fields, and time. If anything gets weird, touch something real around you and come back. Ready? Good. See a rock? Not a rock, like a prop. Just a crowd of atoms holding each other in a stubborn hug. Iron and aluminum hiding in lattices. Silicon locked in quartz. Carbon asleep in graphite seams. Heat is just a faster shimmy. Pressure is just closeness. Time is just the room they have to change. Now the rock loosens. Not because of picks or drills. We don't see those. Just because some atoms find new friends. Iron lets go of oxygen, then gathers again, tighter, cleaner. Aluminum shakes free from its crusty entourage. Silica beads up, pure enough to be glass someday. You're watching alliances shift. No hero, no villain, just valence math. Over there, oil, not rigs, not pipes. Only long, lazy chains of carbon and hydrogen. Tangling like hair underwater, heat passes by. Remember, heat is motion, and the chains snap into shorter lengths. Ethylene, propylene, quick, hungry monomers blinking like neon. They reach out, grab hands, and suddenly there's a river of polymer, polyethylene, polypropylene. ABS chains fold, crystallizing patches, glassy here, rubbery there. They're not plastic yet, they're possibilities. Water arrives, don't picture hoses. Picture a patient swarm of polar molecules that know how to carry gossips and settle arguments. Sodium and chlorine part and reunite. Lithium ions drift, attracted to secret places inlaid crystals. Copper ions shed coats, become a gleaming river of metallic bonding. Electrons delocalized, a calm city of charge. Silicon steps forward. Well, it doesn't step, it reorders. From quartz to ingot, atoms choosing a single rhythm. Snapping into a crystal that repeats so perfectly it's almost smug. We're still not seeing furnaces, only the atoms agreeing on a pattern. A thin slice peels away, a wafer so flat that even light hesitates. Impurities enter, precisely boron, phosphorus. Tiny plot twists in the silicon story. Regions become willing to gift electrons. Other regions become hungry to borrow them. Junctions appear. Places where charge prefers direction. Diodes, transistors, logic, memory. Still no machines. Just electrons voting with their feet. Copper arrives again. Finds channels, stretches into wires, then into hair-thin traces, then thinner silver whispers along pads. Solder, an alloy that melts low and holds tight, spreads, cools, commits. On the surface, ceramic chips lie down like smooth pebbles. Silicon, more dopants, more rules of where charge can and cannot go. Polymers return, this time as cases and keys. They cool into shells that remember the mold they never met in our story. Pigments join, titanium dioxide for white, carbon black for not quite infinity, tiny metal oxides for colors that refuse to fade. Additives thread through, antioxidants, UV stabilizers, little bodyguards for long chains. Glass takes a bow, silica, now clear. welcomes boron to lower its temper, lets sodium make it manageable. It stretches thin, tougher than it looks. It meets alumina to become sapphire windows. It meets indium tin oxide to become a transparent conductor, letting electrons sneak across while photons pass like VIPs at a club. Water returns, calmer, purer, carrying only what it must. It rinses ions, escorts stray pieces off stage. Solvents flash in and out of being seen. Their only job is to mingle, then disappear. You don't see the disappearance. You just see molecules that were once neighbors suddenly alone again. Carbon reappears as foam, bubbled lattices that cushion without caring what they cushion. Cellulose strides in his paper, flattened plant memory fibers align. Hemicellulose glues, lightning steps back, and a box folds itself from vectors you can't name. Ink dots arrange into a pattern that machines would read. If we allowed machines into this vision, we don't. It's just dye molecules choosing positions that happen to mean something. Lithium, nickel, manganese, and friends nest into electrodes. A graphite gallery opens, layers with just enough space to host ions coming and going like a very orderly party. Electrolyte molecules stand between them like chaperones. Flammable, nervous, essential a separator. Polymers so thin it's a rumor. Keeps the peace while still letting charge negotiate. Magnets assemble from neodymium, iron, boron, domains lining up. Tiny compass needles agreeing on the north coils of copper wrap. Induction waiting in the wings. Ferromagnetism isn't magic. It's a million tiny yes votes in parallel. Adhesives creeping quietly. Epoxies with rings that want to open and then never close again. Cyanocralates so eager they bond with trace water in the air. Pressure-sensitive polymers that don't let go because they never fully let go. Surfaces meet van der Waals, forces add their soft handshake. Now watch the choreography compress. Chips click to boards, boards nest in frames, frames embrace batteries, magnets align with speakers, glass kisses bezels, bezels snap to cases, cases lean into screws, spiraling threads that convert, twist into grip. Each step is just atoms preferring this arrangement over that one, because energy says so. Zoom out slowly. The object is whole now. Still no hands in sight. It hums with trapped gradients. Chemical, electrical, structural. It wants to do things because imbalance is possibility. The box closes around it. Fibers fold along scored lines. A strip of polymer stretches thin and then hardens into tape. Polymer chains crossing like laced fingers. Air occupies the leftover space. A silent shock absorber on the surface of the box. Carbon black and dye molecules arrange themselves into a barcode. Dark, light, not language, just contrast. And now the part your mind wants to fill with vans and belts and beeping scanners. We don't, the box moves anyway, because in this universe we're tracking only matter. Picture vector arrows in space. Invisible fields nudging, gravity persuading. The box takes a path, then another, then another. It's not traveling through a city. It's moving across coordinate axes through empty frames of motion. It arrives, the boundary known as your door is just a plane where you stand on one side and not the other. The box settles, vibration stops, air slowly forgets it moved. Open it, no hands, remember, just seams parting as tension releases, fibers pulling back to their relaxed length inside. An arrangement that used to be rock, oil, and water, silicon in precise crystal prayers, carbon chained and cross-linked into shape and flex. Metals content to share electrons for the common good, items penned, ready to run laps. Pick any name for it, phone, tool, toy, or don't names or costumes. Reality reality is this: the same ancient atoms endlessly recombining, now aligned to your intent. You're not holding a product, you're holding temporary order. Breathe again, feel the ridiculous competence of matter, the quiet obedience to physics that makes complex things inevitable. Given enough shuffling, no factories in sight, still the world rearranged. When you're ready, let the scene dissolve. Keep one idea: everything you touch is just a conversation between atoms about where they prefer to be. You join the chat every time you choose.